All right, y'all. So now let's get into some a name we haven't talked about in a while. Let's talk about D. Williams. So Wendy's back in the news. It's been a minute since we talked about the queen of all media. And so she recently did an interview with the New York Post where she started spilling a little tea about life in her conservatorship. And shout out to a friend to the show, Sailor Mermaid, because Wendy lives in his same building. And I actually went to his apartment and stuff. It's like it's a cute little apartment complex in Hell's Kitchen. No, not Hell's Kitchen. It's Hudson Yard, right over there by the 7 train. So let me tell him his business. But anyway, in an interview with the New York Post, the former talk show host spoke about what life has been like ever since she was forced to retire from her talk show in 20. Well, forced to retire, she didn't show up for work after being diagnosed with aphasia and dementia. Well, she wasn't diagnosed with any of that before the whole firation went down, and the fact that Sherry Shepherd came in and got the gig. Now it's just a vacant lot over there because nobody is in that studio because Sherry don't got a job at this point. Williams has been living in Coterie, a high-end assisted living facility, since 2023 and has been battling to end her conservatorship. She suggested that she's rested her case about the facility, which sets her back as much as $25,000 a month. She said there's grass, trees, 2 floors, no cars around, can't even do the elevator to go down. It too is locked. I once was a connoisseur of food, and now sometimes I'll just have meals in my room. And I don't drink, and I'm 61, and mine is a locked floor. And there's also an in and out hospital. There's always security with me. Look, I go to church every Sunday. It's the Christian Cultural Center. 10 a.m. I go with a personal aide. Understand, I did a daily TV show 14 years. This watching over me also deals with dresses. I was tall, looking gorgeous. Now all my good stuff's in storage. She also said that she spent a lot of time keeping notes on her notebook. She said, best I can do is Monday and Friday, I go to the gym. Let me tell you something else. And that is, I don't know exactly how, what, why, but I have gone through a lot of shit. The last time Williams gave public update on her condition was last year in an interview with The Cut. She described the assisted living facility as a dump and said she asked to be moved to a different floor because she is being kept in a memory care unit with people much older than her. And she don't want to come to terms that, yes, she is an older woman. She's 60, she's in her early 60s, but I don't want to be in a room with people where they got like 8 toes in the grave. So I don't understand why y'all keep me in this facility. Now, like I said before, I do feel like Wendy needs to be under plenty of care, but I also feel like she needs to be around family who genuinely cares about her. So last year, her attorney, Joe Tacopina, said that Williams has alcohol induced dementia, which means that her condition is not expected to worsen like typical dementia patients. And that's because it was like, yeah, she was drinking and that caused the dementia. So it's sad to hear. But you know what? Good luck to her. And I hope she gets the care that she needs. But do I feel like she needs to be in this facility? It's like, no, I don't feel like she needs to be locked up in a prison, but she genuinely needs, I feel like she needs to probably leave New York. She should be around her family that genuinely care about her, but also have round the clock care. And so she's not out here spending $25,000 a month on an apartment. Like that's crazy to me. But I'm hoping like with that 25 grand, it comes with all the aid help and all the other stuff that comes with that, and not just y'all just taking this lady money for the sake of taking her money. Now, speaking of which, let's get into this other story where DJ Boof recently spoke to TMZ about Wendy's condition, saying that it's been upsetting to witness Williams ongoing struggles with her health, and that he thinks her relatives will be critical to her care moving forward. He was also asked how long it was apparent that Williams was in the midst of her health battle and if there was a conflict between the people running the show and Williams' family in terms of what was the best course of action for Williams. Now, I do have that clip courtesy of TMZ. So, hold on a second as we go to that story. I think, is that it? No, maybe this. Oh, yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, so wait, nope, that's not it. Hold on now. It is. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, I got it. Let's share this one. Okay, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk. Please.
How long was this going on? And was there a conflict that you saw? Because I think your perspective is so important. A conflict between the people who are running the show and the family in terms of what's best for Wendy?
I don't think no one knew exactly to the extent how bad it was. I felt like people knew something was up with her, but they didn't really know. Um, I knew it because I've been around it. Um, it's sad to see something like that happen to her. You know, she needs help.
I'm curious what your relationship has been. Have you been able to be in touch with her? Or do you see it the way the family is describing it?
I speak to Wendy. I don't know how I don't know if they speak to her as much as I do, but last time I spoke to her was probably like about a month ago. I don't think it's her not keeping them in the loop. I think it could be the guardianship that's not letting them know exactly what's going on.
That's how they see it, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you was to ask me, I think she does need to be around her family. It is hard for me a little because, you know, she not she's my friend. I've with this woman for 12 years, so I've seen it all. And then it was a relationship outside of the show that most people don't have. I booked back into her in Miami, which everyone's seen, and we took a picture together, and I seen her. She was 100% great. She was recovering.
Yeah.
And that was due because I seen her in Miami and she was with her son and Travis, and she seemed to be doing great. I think if you was to ask me, I believe my Florida would be a better place for her because that's where her family is. And I think that she needs that 24-hour care.
All right. So, basically, I do agree with him on that. That she definitely needs to be around her family instead of having to be in a situation where she's in a facility with people that she's not familiar with and that she's not aware of who these people are. And to me, it just feels like to me that these people just want her money and that when it comes to these type of facilities they like to take advantage of people in dire situations, and I've always felt that maybe when it comes down to it that Wendy was one of those people that um because she's a celebrity that it would shed light on her guardianship and people who get taken advantage in this industry. So hopefully she's able to get out of it. I don't understand why they won't keep her around people who genuinely care about her, because if he said that she was thriving when she was in Florida around her family, living in Miami, she wasn't like living in the parts that deemed conservative. Her family lives out in Miami. She could thrive out there, be on the beach, deal with the beautiful tropical weather. She's around her family. Now, if it comes down to money or whatever the case is, and her son trying to take advantage, you have a financial advisor that you assign her to her, and then you have somebody who gives her the round the clock care that she needs to make sure that she's taking her medication, that she's not drinking, because you can give her a sobriety test and find out if she's been under the influence and she's been slipping, and be like, yeah, if she fucks this up, she's going right back into a facility. That should be what the situation is. You should be out here trying to help people get better instead of making it worse. That's like what I was saying about our prison system. You would think that prisons will be a place to rehabilitate people. There's some people that can be saved, but those out here who are just, I made a mistake while I fell on hard times, whatever their circumstances were, and they're trying to get better, that you have things in place to do that. But that's not what it is. When you have companies or things that people can just financially benefit from it, it becomes something completely different. So shout out to Wendy, shout out to DJ Booth. He did tell a story also that, damn, I don't know if I still have it in my phone. I think somebody sent it to me. Um Hold on, because okay. Hold on, because I just got distracted with some fucking bad news. But Honestly, because I think a friend of mine sent me something in regards to the whole Wendy Williams story. Oh yeah, there was on the neighborhood talk, there was something about they said leaked audio of DJ Booth claiming he previously had to perform CPR on Wendy Williams and bring her back to life. Said he hasn't heard from Wendy or show after taking her to the hospital. They said he's seen that he's seen too much. So hold on. Been making since high school. Since high school. So you standing and with CPR on her, in my car, to the hospital, my husband Wendy, just again. So much, my nigga. Instead of keeping this woman secret hope, so y'all do, you know she's not well. That's silly. So you know what I did? I walked away from the show, my nigga. Went to my crib. I'm so sorry. I'm making your face to this. So when I went following here 7 years ago, when I said sorry for the victims, that was only to get Wendy to stop drinking, spilling anyone. I have this perspective. I'm a PJ. You're making since high school. Since high school. Okay, so I just wanted to play out that video. And this they said, I don't know when this was done, but they were just talking about how he basically had to bring her back from CPR and all that other stuff. And but we just saw a video where he was just on TMZ talking about that we talk. So I don't know. Now he out here contradicting himself in so many ways. So I leave that up to y'all at this point. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding the latest on Wendy Williams? And DJ Booth, where he recently said that he's been in contact with her and he thinks the best thing for her is to be in a hospital. So who knows what the timeline of that was. I need to know when that video was, how long ago that video was before he just did the recent interview with TMZ. Now they're talking about this old footage or audio has emerged and talking about that she had to do CPR on her. Now the question remains, I don't know. I have to listen to that again. Was that at the show where he had a revival? Because remember, she was hiding bottles up in the ceiling and all that other stuff. So that way, people didn't know if she was drinking or not. So she was trying to hide her addiction when she was working until she couldn't hide it no more. So yeah, I definitely want to hear from y'all. Let me know what your thoughts are on this story in the comments down below.